The Rwandan Genocide of 1994 was a horrific event with deep historical roots. Before colonial powers arrived, Rwanda had a complex social structure with fluid categories of Hutu and Tutsi. Power was centralized under a Tutsi monarchy, but relationships were intricate. The arrival of European colonial powers drastically altered Rwandan society. The Hamitic theory falsely suggested Tutsis were superior, serving the colonial agenda. The introduction of ethnic identity cards in 1933 cemented divisions. The Tutsi minority were initially favored by the Belgians, breeding resentment among the Hutu majority. As independence movements swept across Africa, the political landscape in Rwanda shifted. The Belgian colonizers switched their support from the Tutsi elite to the Hutu majority. This shift empowered Hutu politicians who mobilized support based on ethnic grievances. The Hutu Revolution of 1959 saw widespread violence against Tutsis, forcing many into exile. This period marked a significant escalation of ethnic tensions. Understanding these historical manipulations is crucial for comprehending the genocide's origins. The seeds of future conflict were sown, leading to catastrophic consequences decades later. The fragile peace in Rwanda was shattered on April 6, 1994. A plane carrying President Habyarimana was shot down, triggering the genocide. Hutu extremists blamed Tutsi rebels, using this as a pretext for violence. Systematic killing began, with roadblocks manned by Hutu militias. Lists of Tutsis and moderate Hutus were used to target individuals. Radio stations incited hatred and directed the violence. In 100 days, an estimated 800,000 to 1 million people were murdered. The genocide was characterized by its chilling intimacy. The speed and brutality overwhelmed international institutions. The genocide's horror was a tragic culmination of ethnic hatred and political manipulation. The international community's response to the genocide was tragically inadequate. Despite clear warnings, the world largely stood by. The UN assistance mission for Rwanda, led by General Romeo Dallaire, was under-resourced and lacked a robust mandate. Dallaire's urgent requests for reinforcements were ignored or denied. Indifference played a significant role. Rwanda was not seen as geopolitically important. Reluctance to commit troops was influenced by the negative experience in Somalia. Some governments avoided using the term genocide to evade legal obligations. France's role remains controversial, with Operation Turquoise criticized for protecting the Hutu power government. A French commission acknowledged France's serious responsibilities for the genocide. Misinterpretation of the situation by Western powers compounded the tragedy. Many viewed the events as a civil war rather than a deliberate campaign of extermination. The failure to act decisively remains one of the darkest chapters in modern diplomatic history. President Paul Kagame has consistently highlighted this profound failure. The genocide's horror underscores the devastating consequences of international apathy. The Rwandan genocide left an indelible scar on survivors and the nation. Survivor stories highlight the immense courage and resilience of the Rwandan people. Reconciliation efforts have been extensive and challenging. The post-genocide government prioritized national unity and justice. The Gakaka courts aim to deliver justice, reveal truth, and foster reconciliation. Healing is a long and arduous process, with perpetrators and survivors often living side by side. Therapists facilitate healing circles, addressing intergenerational trauma. Many young adults born after 1994 grapple with stigma and hidden family secrets. The economic and social devastation caused by the genocide was immense. Rebuilding the nation required addressing psychological wounds and reconstructing society. The government focused on development, education, and promoting a unified Rwandan identity. Significant progress has been made, but the path to full reconciliation is ongoing. Continuous effort, dialogue, and confronting painful truths are essential. The nation's resilience and commitment to healing are vital for a hopeful future. The imperative to remember the Rwandan genocide is paramount. Memorials like the Kigali Genocide Memorial serve as solemn reminders. Remembering involves acknowledging failures and learning lessons to prevent future atrocities. April 7th, the anniversary of the genocide's start, is a day of solemn commemoration. The quest for justice continues within Rwanda and internationally. The International Criminal Tribunal for Rwanda prosecuted high-level organizers. National courts have also held trials for perpetrators. Laws criminalizing genocide denial affirm the historical reality of the atrocities. Reconciliation is a complex and deeply personal process. Initiatives that bring together survivors and perpetrators are crucial. The government's emphasis on a unified Rwandan identity aims to prevent future hatred. Reconciliation requires active efforts to heal societal wounds. The genocide serves as a stark warning of the consequences of unchecked ethnic hatred. By studying and remembering the events, the world can strive to prevent such a tragedy from happening again.